Skinny Hardaway Southern T back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Ready for a good time. Appreciate you signing through. I ain't gonna waste too much of y'all time this morning. We gonna come here about 30, 40 minutes, something like that. Have this conversation real quick. Cause I don't want to talk y'all ear off with this Earl and Bud thing. But we gotta talk about it because, of course, right? Mike Coppinger hit us with some more news that the fight could happen, but they got to fight first. But it could happen. You know what I mean? After the fight that they got now. You know what I mean? So Mike Cop, he came out, he put out more, bottomless news, more pointless news, more news that's not really news. But let me say what's up. He hit us with some more news that we can't use, right? You know how I like to drop news that you can use. Mike Cop like to drop a lot of news that you can't use, right? A lot of pointless news, a lot of bottomless news, a lot of pointless news. You know what I mean? A lot of bottomless news. I feel like Showtime and Mike Coppinger, Bud folks right now they just pushing this. They just pushing this fight for promotion because you got Showtime saying that, oh yeah, we gonna keep trying to make this fight as well. Like I said in the beginning, man. Like I said in the beginning, anybody, and I mean anybody, whether it's Showtime, whether it's ESPN with Bud, you know what I mean? Because I feel like Mike Cop paid out by Team Bud. That's why he keep, dropping his news. I feel like anybody talking about this fight is either trying to promote their own page, their own, entity, like whether it's Showtime trying to promote Showtime, or whether it's Mike Cop trying to keep the ESPN, news feed going, right? Whether it's the fighters, you know what I mean, particularly Bud, right? Rather is the fighters trying to keep the thought of the fight going, so we'll continue, what I mean, to watch their fights because Errol Spence don't have a problem with people watching his fights. It's Bud Crawford that has the problem, with people, you know, uh, watching his fights, supporting his fight. You know what I mean? So at this point, to answer my own question, I damn sure don't believe nothing that Mike Coppinger, you know what I mean, says, especially about the Errol and Bud fight. Now I do gotta, talk about the things that he report. I do gotta do my due diligence and report on it, right? Because that's my job. But again, I stated a while back. I stated a while back, y'all, how I felt about this. I don't feel like that fight is going to happen. I feel like it behooves, Bud better, you know, if that fight doesn't happen because he get to have all of the promotion, he get to have all of the talk, right, without ever really having to truly step in the ring, without ever truly having to step in the ring, type deal. But what Mike Coppinger is reporting on, right? Mike Coppinger said that the fight with Errol and Bud could happen at the end of the year, at the end of 2023. He know they both got potential fights coming up, Bud with Rocha and Earl with Keith Thurman. But basically just to keep hope alive. You know what I mean? And that I feel like that's all just a ploy, right? That's all just a plot. It's all just a promotional plot. You know what I mean? Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy when you roll on in. I had about 12 in the building. I got 10 likes. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let YouTube know that we live. Let YouTube know that we talking this good boxing. Let YouTube know that we up bright and early. Again, I ain't gonna hold up too much of y'all time, but I gotta do my due diligence. I know y'all seen the reports on Terrence and Earl, possibly fighting like that. I'm just telling y'all from, T perspective, Southern T perspective. Don't think that shit is going to happen. I think it's all just promotion. I learned a lot, you know what I mean, just from paying attention. I knew things I knew, right? But I really, really locked in on it this year. A lot of this boxing is about promotion, man. As long as they could keep us, interested, they could keep the hope alive. They go sell it and they go push it. Uh, you know what I mean? With I call this, and y'all know that boxing movie, The Great White Hope. I watched it about a week ago. With they, it's this white guy that they was pushing, right? This former white guy, he beat the heavyweight champion in the amateurs. The only person to ever beat the heavyweight champion was this white guy in the amateurs, right? So they went and got this white guy from he was in the rock band. He was the lead of his own rock band. He used to work a nightclub, had a gig at a nightclub. They went and found this retired amateur boxer to fight the heavyweight champ of the world. And then they pushed this, this white guy through the moon. They had, everybody believing that he really had a shot, to beat this guy. That's Bud Crawford. I'm not calling Bud a white retired amateur boxer, right? But I'm calling Bud Crawford, right? Bud Crawford understands, right? I feel like Bud Crawford understands, or he has a doubt in his mind about beating Errol Spence. So at this point, it's just best to use the hype machine. It's just best to use the hype. Oh yeah, the possibility I might fight him. Just let y'all know I ain't scared of him. It's gonna keep being a possibility. What I think myself, I got 12 people in the building. I got 10 likes. I need everybody to hit their thumbs up. Quickly, you seen it, quick. You seen it, quick. I need everybody to hit their thumbs up, ready to hear for a good time or a long time. Just want to have this conversation with you. I got 13 people in the building. I don't know how many likes I got, but I should have 13, right? At least 13. So y'all do your boy right. Y'all hit that thumbs up. Let YouTube know they were live. We ain't gonna be here too long, about another 20 minutes. I ain't gonna waste too much of y'all time. Just want to give y'all my spiel on this thing, right? So I'm not calling Bud, a white retired amateur boxer, right? But what I'm saying is, I think it's better for Bud right now. I think it behooves him, if I could see my status grow, if I could get people talking about me every single day, and I haven't even fought Errol Spence, why would I step in the ring with him, risk losing, risk damaging my record? You know what I mean? When I could just keep, doing this, keeping up this, I could keep this is me, right? What I feel like, right? I could keep, getting buddy with these, YouTube outlets and having them push news in my favor. I could, maneuver around this. I feel like not just Bud, right, but Showtime as well. I feel like anybody who putting Errol and Bud together now, they just doing it to help promote their sanctioning body, to help promote their belt, to help promote their channel. You know what I mean? I think it's strictly promotion. I learned that a lot this year. I focused in on it a lot this year. People building up fights that probably is never going to happen. When two people actually want to fight, fights get made. I know that much in boxing. When two people actually want to fight, fights get made. No problem. Look at Cool Boy and anyway, right? Ryan and Tank have been hitting at each other for years and years and years. Most people feel like Ryan Garcia, didn't want that fight. But guess what? The moment Ryan Garcia really wanted that fight, guess what we got this year? Ryan Garcia versus Tank. You know what I mean? When fighters really want fights, fights happen. Fights don't happen when fighters truly, don't want to get in the ring. And I truly believe that Bud Crawford does not want this fight. You know what I mean? I truly believe that this news coming from Mike Coppinger is strictly just promotion. You know what I mean? For ESPN, promotion for the up and coming fights. You know what I mean? You got the Showtime here, Steven Espinosa. You got the Showtime just because you don't work. I mean, you ain't got no eviction. Just because you box don't mean you ain't got no eviction. Yeah, but right, DP. It's, at least when it comes to this man, right? You know what I mean? He may not fear no man. Right? He may not fear no man. But when it comes to this man right here, when it comes to this right here, man, Bud is one of my favorite fighters. He just, his movements are a little different. His movements aren't the same. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. I got 14 people in the building. I got 13 likes. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let's help keep the likes with the views this morning. I ain't gonna waste too much of y'all time. We just having this Errol and Bud conversation because we got to, right? Mike Coppinger came out and he did the classic Mike Coppinger, right, y'all? We finna break this tweet down, right? Just like we broke the tweet down about Terrence Bud Crawford, agreeing to everything, right? Terrence Crawford agreeing to all terms, but not signing it. Remember, Mike Cop came on and said Terrence Crawford agreed to all terms, right? But he never signed the contract. So if Terrence Crawford agreed to all the terms, and he's the one that was getting the contract sent to him, why did he not sign it if he agreed to all the terms? You know what I mean? So this ain't Mike Coppinger first time, coming in dropping news without dropping news. I want y'all to listen to this. I'm about to read this, right? And then I'm gonna read what the Showtime head had to say, right? The Showtime head said he not giving up until they both retire. But I'm gonna start on Mike Coppinger first. Again, I got 13 people in the building. I got 13 likes. Y'all hit that boy. Y'all hit that like button. Get your boy in that algo. I need 7 of y'all to smash that like button right now, man. Give me the 20 likes. I know some of y'all sitting here, they really don't fuck with me, right? They're just sitting in here stealing information. If you in here stealing information, man, hit that like button too. Greatly appreciate you. Just hit the like button. You know you up. You know you listening. Don't be no asshole. Smash that like button. Thank you to that one person that just hit the like button. I wish I knew who you was so I could thank you personally. And to that one person that just left because I asked you to hit the like button. Fuck it. He said Mike be lying to folks like they his girlfriend that he don't want to be with anymore. Just tell people any damn thing. That's exactly what Mike Cott be doing, man. That's exactly what Mike Cott be doing, Quee. That's exactly what Mike Coppinger be doing. Yo, when y'all come in, y'all hit my like button, man. I ain't even asking y'all no more. I'm demanding y'all. When y'all come in my house, man, wipe y'all feet. Wipe y'all feet. Don't finna get on my blue blood shit. For real. Y'all be talking about blue blood, but blue blood is the genius when it come to this shit, bro. Blue blood the only nigga. See, blue blood don't let people, blue blood don't let outside people, think of him affect what the fuck he doing. Blue blood come here, he be like, hey man, drop $1 in their cash out, drop $1 to refresh the super chat. And I noticed something. If you never tell people to do shit like that, they never go do it. If you never tell people to hit that like button, they never go do it. You know what I mean? They never go do it. I'm finna get on my blue blood shit, I swear. I'm finna get on my blue blood shit, I swear. I swear. And you see how I got motherfuckers to leave now when I start saying shit like that. I got them extra stragglers and shit to leave. That's what I was trying to do. I'm trying to get all, the sucker bust ass niggas up out of here. You know what I mean? That's why I said what I said. Cause I know my solids, I know my solids ain't gonna go nowhere. You know what I mean? He said Cappinger. Yeah, facts. But I'm finna go ahead and read this. I'm finna read this tweet that Mike Cobb had to say. Finna read this tweet that Mike Cobb had to say about the Errol and Bud fight. I want y'all to see how this dude be like. He be dropping information, right? He be dropping information that ain't even real information. Like he be dropping nothing. He be dropping shit just to get people to look at it, just to get people to click on it, just to get people to talk about it. He doing that. I feel like Mike Cop is paid off by Bud Crawford to put out good news. We only care about Bud Crawford, right? Well, most people do, not me, because I like Bud Crawford, right? But most people only care about Bud Crawford if his name tied to Errol Spence. I'm sorry, Bud Crawford fans. This just is what it is. Most people only talk about Bud. Most people only care about Bud when they're talking about Errol Spence. Bud was not being talked about this much before he got tied into this Errol Spence saga. You know what I mean? What's good, Tay Tay? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Tay Tay. Glad you can make it. D Free was good. D Free. See all these T in the building. If y'all could do your boy a favor, hit that thumbs up for your boy when you roll on in. I got 14 people in the building. I got 16 likes. Need 4 more y'all to hit that like button. Help get your boy right. Get your boy in that YouTube algo. Let YouTube know that we talking this good boxing. Let YouTube know that we doing a good job. Again, I ain't gonna hold up too much of y'all time this morning. I'm gonna be here about another 15. So we gonna go and get through to get through. You know what I mean? But let me go to Mike Cop. Let me go to this. Let me find this Mike Cop tweet because I ain't found this motherfucker yet. Tay said, I don't believe it. This not happening this year or next year. It's over. It's pretty much where I'm at with it, Tay. But I'm about to read this. About to read this tweet that Mike Cop put out. And I want y'all to. I know what I saw, right? But I want y'all to tell me what y'all saw, what y'all heard, how this sound to y'all. To me, what it sounds like is Mike Cobb just wanted to mention Errol Spence and Bud Crawford name together. This tweet has no foundation to it. This tweet has no, merit to it. He didn't even really say anything, right? This is what Mike Cobb said, right? It says Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford are now reportedly negotiating with each other directly over the phone. That sounds like some shit Bud Crawford said. He said, and have agreed to a purse split. Spence versus Keith Thurman and Crawford versus Alexis Rocha expected to be next, but progress for Spence versus Crawford in 2023. No, listen to what he just said, right? So he said Spence and Crawford are now reportedly negotiating directly over the phone. Spence versus Keith and Crawford versus Alexis Rocha are next, but progress is being made for the Bud Crawford fight. So basically, all he told us was that those guys are negotiating. And then I was like, wait. And then the first thing I thought was, and then the other was, right, how the hell are you negotiating if both of them got fights coming up? We know Bud Crawford got a mandatory coming up that he has to, commit to before April. So how the hell are they both? So how the hell are they negotiating if they working out? So how the hell are they negotiating if they working out other fights? You know what I mean? They working out other fights. No, that's what Mike Coppinger reported. Mike Coppinger said Errol and Bud are talking, but they next fights are expected to be, Rocha and Thurman. So my thing is, so now, right, Mike Cobb, you expect me to believe that they're going to fight, that they're negotiating now when they just fell out of negotiations when neither of them had a fight for 8 months. So you mean to tell me? So you mean to tell me they were negotiating since last May, since Errol Spence last fight? Bud Crawford's about to have 2 fights. Errol Spence still hasn't had a fight. You know what I mean? Which is why I feel like all this news is slanted towards Bud Crawford. Anybody promoting an Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford fight is promoting it so we could watch Terrence Crawford's fight. They're promoting it so we could watch these guys' next fight. I feel like and I don't got no problem with Stephen Espinoza, but I feel like Stephen Espinoza just blowing smoke now. You know what I mean? I really do. I feel like everybody here blowing smoke. I feel like Stephen Espinoza know that Bud Crawford is not going to fight them. I feel like Stephen Espinoza that Bud Crawford is not going to fight Errol Spence. And I feel like at this point, Stephen Espinoza just stringing us along as well. Oh, yeah, we're going to make it happen together. You don't got to do that to get us to watch Errol fights. We'd rather you come out and tell the truth, man. And Bud Crawford don't want to fight this dude. Stop being all politically correct and shit, because I'm getting tired of Stephen Espinoza, too. To be real with you. Stop lying to the people, dog. That fight is not happening. I'm going to make this fight. I'm going to make this fight until the dying day, bro. Y'all trying to promote this fight until the dying day. Niggas just tired of hearing that, bro. I'm tired of hearing about it. I don't want to hear no more news about this shit unless they fighting for real. You know what I mean? This was what Stephen Espinoza had to say. He would not, Stephen Espinoza says he would not stop trying to make Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford as long as both fighters are active. In a recent interview with Chris Mannix, Espinoza, the president of Showtime, offered some measured optimism. It's always optimism. It's always optimism with Stephen Espinoza. That optimism shit, Stephen, starting to sound like motherfucking lies to me. You know what I mean? That optimism shit starting to sound like goddamn lies to me. You know what I mean? That's just so he can promote. That's just so that they can promote these fights. The big bodies. The big bodies are the ones I think that's using this fight. I really think it's the powers at B that's keeping this fight from happening along with Bud. Because the powers that be that's on Bud's side, they looking at it like if Bud lose, then the fight over, we lose luster. But as long as Bud and Errol never fight, then we could keep promoting, we could keep pushing it. Maybe people will keep looking at Bud Crawford fights, hoping that he'll fight Errol Spence next. Bud Crawford, y'all notice Bud Crawford is always fighting Errol Spence next. He's never actually fighting him. It's always what they negotiating. They doing this, they doing that. But then he ended up fighting somebody else. How you supposed to be negotiating with Errol Spence? But now you're about to have 2 fights since you're supposed to be negotiating with Errol Spence. So I got 16 people in the building. I got 18 likes. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that like button for your boy. Whether you're here for a good time or shout out my guy Big Dog Willie. Said member for 7 months. Said good morning fam. And Spence still duck con. Facts. Shout out my guy Big Dog Willie. Appreciate my guy Big Dog Willie for joining the show. What's good, AB? Appreciate you sliding through this thing. Glad you can make it, pimp. Glad you can make it. If y'all could, hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let YouTube know that we live. Let YouTube know that we talking this good boxing. Greatly appreciate everybody sliding through. I got 19 people in the building. I need everybody in the building right now that ain't hit the thumbs up to hit the thumbs up. We're here having this conversation about what Mike Cobb had to say. We reading what Stephen Espinoza had to say. Now, at this point, I think Stephen Espinoza blowing smoke. I think Mike Coppinger blowing smoke. I think everybody blowing smoke, you know what I mean, with this fight. You can fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You fool me twice, I can't get fooled again, man. Y'all can't keep, running the same game, expecting, you know what I mean, to change. Again, I feel like anybody who pushing Errol and Bud is strictly to promote their fighter, their show, their entity, whatever. Stephen Espinoza has a duty to Showtime, to promote Showtime. You know what I mean? So of course he go tell y'all, yeah, I'm optimistic. I wish he stopped saying that bullshit and just come out and tell us the truth that Bud don't want to fight that man. You know what I mean? 21 people in the building. I got 21 likes. I know it's been more than 21 y'all come through here. Y'all hit that thumbs up. Don't know if it's your first time, but if you could not make it your last time, hit that like button for your boy. 21 people in the building, 21 likes. Y'all help get your boy right. Y'all help your boy get in that YouTube algo. Greatly appreciate you. But let's finish this statement from Steven Espinoza. Shout out them 2 people that just hit that like button. Wish I knew who y'all was so that I could thank y'all personally. But this is Steven Espinoza, quote unquote, right? I would say 6.5 out of 10. Espinoza said, when asked to put a number on Spence versus Crawford happening, I think I'm more optimistic than not that it does happen. And that's the thing that I don't like with Steven Espinoza. Steven Espinoza, he's starting to fall into the same boat. He's starting to fall into the same boat as these other guys, just trying to promote their shit. Because I feel like he said, nigga, it was me where my damn thing said, fuck you, A1. That's your thanks. I think Steven Espinoza, he kind of getting like everybody else when it comes to this shit. You know what I mean? He's a real, upfront person. You know what I mean? A real transparent person. But I think now he constantly this hope, keep hope alive. That's what Steven Espinoza telling all the niggas right now. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. And I'm starting to question, I'm starting to feel, to me personally, his character is starting to take a hit to me. You know what I mean? Steven Espinoza, you know what I mean? This now we can see bullshit, we can weed out bullshit, you know what I mean? Steven, if that man, if Bud don't want to fight, say he don't want to fight. Don't be telling us this shit go happen. Don't be following along with the train. It's a media push that's going on right now. It's a media. He said you get a thumbs down, but it got damn good more than that. So nigga, don't nobody care. Won't see them thumbs down no way. Won't see them thumbs down no way, nigga. Give a damn about your thumbs down, A1. Think they're gonna be the first thumbs down I got in my life? Give a damn about your goddamn thumbs down, A1. But I digress. Steven Espinoza getting in the same boat. As these other niggas, as far as the pushing the agenda. Oh yeah, well they could find. I'm very hopeful. They, as long as I'm alive, as long as they active, bro. Nah, bro, fuck that shit. Say the real thing, but that man don't want to fight. Y'all remember about 6'7", much about. Hey, A1, I talk about fucking crickets. I talk about your ass. I talk about what the fuck I want to talk about on my goddamn show. When I come to your shit, I'm gonna come to your shit and tell you what to talk about and see how that works for you. You could get the fuck up out of here. You could, but I digress. Steven Espinoza getting in the same boat. Steven Espinoza getting in the same boat as everybody else, man. I'm starting to feel like, you on that media. I'm starting to feel like you on that media, you on that media shit too. You know what I mean? And we don't need that. You don't gotta do that. You don't gotta do that for Errol Spence. You know what I mean? You don't gotta do that for Errol Spence. What's good, Brown on boxing? My North Memphis brother. Appreciate you slide through. I told y'all I'm back yesterday, didn't y'all? Thought I was playing. Then I know what y'all heard. This is what y'all love. Cause I know. Y'all know how I know? Because y'all in the building at 8 in the morning. You know what I mean? And I told y'all I wasn't gonna be here long. Y'all still in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? I know y'all miss T. T miss y'all too. T back. You know what I mean? But Steven Espinoza getting just like these other niggas. You know what I mean? Steven Espinoza getting just like everybody else. Like, bro, stop pushing this agenda. This is not gonna happen. Keep it one. It will behoove ESPN. I think Mike Cobbs will work for Bud. They just need personal. I think Mike Cobbs is being paid by Bud to push all the good news to keep the hope alive. Steven Espinoza want to keep hope alive because he runs Showtime and he wants us to watch, right? And that will make sense to them. But my thing is, I feel like I'm the voice of the people, right? I'm one of them, right? It's plenty of voices out here, but I'm one of them, right? So I'm speaking for the people when I say, bro, don't be trying to smooth this shit over. Don't be trying to finesse us over. Yeah, Steve on the bullshit. Yeah, Steve on that bullshit. Bro, don't be trying to smooth it over like, well, yeah, it could possibly. Y'all know it could happen, bro. We ain't dumb, my nigga. It's like a big thing out of where I'm gonna give you the pussy one day. And one day you could get the pussy, I mean, yeah. I mean, you could get it. You could. It's still there's a chance. It's a 61% chance that I might give you some pussy. You've been dealing with this whole for 4 years. It's a 61% chance now. Well, last year, bitch, it was a 50% chance. Now it's a 61% chance. It's never going to happen, sir. Just leave it, bitch. Just leave her. Leave her. You're not hitting her. You're not getting that pussy. Y'all, we not getting this Errol versus Bud fight. We not getting that pussy, y'all. We not. It's been 3 years, bro. That pussy gone. That pussy gone. We not getting it, dog. We not. And then Steven Espinoza, he acting like them niggas. You acting like the other people now, bro. You acting like the other people now. You know what I mean? Don't be out here trying to, bro. Don't be out here lying to the public, bro. But I'm finna keep. I hate that. I hate that. What's good, Bruce? Appreciate you sliding through. Y'all got 21 people in the building at 8 a.m. Y'all do your boy favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up. I know other people live right now. I know a lot of y'all finna skedaddle up out of here in about a minute or so, right? So y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let YouTube know that we live. Let YouTube know that we're doing a good job. Before y'all scroll up better, y'all get your boy to 30 likes. I'm at 24. I know it's 6 of y'all in here that didn't hit that like button. I need all 6 of y'all. I need 6 more likes right now. Hit that thumbs up. Cash apps, super chats, they are welcome. Greatly appreciated. Helps the channel go. But support is free. All you gotta do, hit that thumbs up. Let YouTube know that we live. Help your boy get in that ad go. Maybe you can't do it right, but somebody out here can do it. I'm finna finish this Steven Espinoza. I see y'all in here tripping off me this morning. I told y'all I'm back. He said, I would say 6.5 out of 10. Espinoza said when asked to put a number on Spence versus Bud happening. I think I'm more optimistic that it does than it doesn't. 7 years from now. He didn't say 7 years from now. I added that being an asshole. So I know there's still interest, and that's why they lying to us, because they know that it's still interest. I know there's still a desire on the Spence side. I do believe that. I do believe Errol Spence want to fight him. I believe Crawford when he says he's interested as well. I don't believe Steven Espinoza when he say that he believes Crawford when he says he's interested. But he said, I know that there's still interest on the Spence side, right? So what that's telling you is, yep, 27, Yoda, yep, 27. I need 3 more of them things. What that's telling you is, right, that Errol Spence still wants this fight. He said, I believe Crawford is still interested as well. As long as no one has given up, I don't think anyone has. There are certain obstacles, the Rocha fight, the sanctioning body order being one of them, but I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up until either one of them both are retired. He basically just straight up in our face told us, dog, bro, this fight not going to fucking happen, bro. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. That means it's bad, bro. And what term do you use? I'm not going to give up in a good situation. You don't even bring up the shit give up when shit going smooth, when shit going good. I ain't hear it's close. What he said was, I'm 60% sure that it'll happen. You said you was about 50% 7 months ago. So you mean tell me from then to now you only went up 10%? Y'all, this fight ain't happening, man. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this fight ain't happening, man. Don't believe Mike Cop, anybody talking about this fight, probably promoting their sanctioning body, their channel or their platform, whether it's YouTube, whether it's ESPN, whether it's Showtime, anybody talking about this shit, promoting their platform. I put it in my title this morning because I knew if I talk about Errol and Bud, y'all was gonna come. But I digress. I ain't gonna keep y'all in this thing too long. Skin the Hardaway Southern T. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but just the present. That's how we rocking, and I'm out. Love. Y'all want to keep cooking. I see it's 18 of y'all still in this motherfucker. I just kicked y'all out the house. I kicked everybody out. Y'all came. Y'all want to keep cooking for a minute? We can keep cooking for a minute. We can keep cooking for a minute if y'all want to. I know Drew and them shit's about to go live. I know like y'all might want to go over there. You know what I mean? But yeah, Mike Capital, he most definitely be capping it. He most definitely be. I'm gonna give it about 3 more minutes. I'm gonna see, man. I'm gonna give it 3. I'll stop it at 35. But I don't be believing this shit, man. He said just got out of work. I'm starting to like I know for sure not to believe Mike Coppinger when it comes to this. And what I'm finna do is at this point, I'm just finna throw away goddamn Steven Espinoza. I'm finna throw away the whole situation. I'm throwing away everybody, you know what I mean, who's still pushing this fight. But at this point, I know good and goddamn well that fight ain't gonna happen because Bud Strictly just don't want that fight. I feel like anybody, he said, man, fuck all that, keep going, shit. Shaw put the eyes. I feel like what's good, Edgar Chavez. Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Edgar. Glad you can make it, pimp. Glad you can make it. Glad you can make it. Say Drew not coming on today. Drew not coming on today, Shay girl. Oh well, goddamn it, man. Well, goddamn it, Shay. Goddamn it, shout out my girl Shay girl coming through. You know, dropping that new. Well, in that case, I hate I kicked them other 8 people out of here. Well, but in that case, you know what I mean. Let's get it. Let's get it. So we got let me hit up, brother. Let me hit up, Brody, real quick. So in that case, man, so we got Mike Carpenter coming out. Who's the Mike Cop, man? Dropping news without dropping news. This what Mike Cop be doing, y'all. This what Mike Cop did. This literally what Mike Cop did. Mike Cop woke up yesterday morning, right? Mike Cop woke up yesterday morning, and he was like, okay, what can I say about Errol and Bud? Let's go get the people going. But I don't want to lie, right? But I want them to be a little truth. I don't want to lie, right? But I need something juicy. That nigga came, okay, so this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say Errol and Bud is still negotiating. But I know somebody go hit me with, I know niggas like Sudden T go say, how the hell they negotiate? The Bud about to fight Rocha. You know what I mean? I'm going to say that it's going to happen after Bud fight Rocha. If y'all listening to T.I., I'm telling y'all, these people are only mentioning Errol and Bud for promotion. Mike Cop mentioned Errol and Bud because he know that's going to get the people going. Mike Cop mentioned Errol and Bud because he know they'll bring eyes, right? I mentioned Errol and Bud this morning because I know that's going to bring eyes. You get what I'm saying? That fight was good. That fight is the fight that the people want. And I think because we want it so bad, right? They think that we'll believe any and everything that we hear. They know that we want that fight so bad. What they're trying to do is they're trying to get us to watch. And we go watch Errol fights anyway because history shows you that. The pay-per-view number shows you that. The gates he still out showed you that. I've been to 2 Errol Spence fights in person. One of them was during COVID, and that jump was sold out as far as it could be during COVID against Danny Garcia. And the other one was his last fight against Jordan Ugas at Cowboy Stadium last April, and that bitch was rocking. That bitch was rocking, bro. Like you could barely hear yourself think when the people, got the churn, when it got loud. You know what I mean? Errol Garcia, Errol been selling. You know what I mean? It's Bud the one who got these boosts. It's Bud the one who whose reputation has skyrocketed. You know what I mean? Over the last few with this saga going through. This fight, it's almost better, right? It's almost better for Terrence Crawford, right? It's almost better for Terrence Crawford if this fight's never happened. Because you mean to tell me I could still get I could get my name talked about every day. I could still get the cachet from, oh man, he was about to fight Errol Spence. Oh, he tried. I tried. I think Bud at this point just want to say, man, I tried to make the fight. You know what I mean? I tried. He said crazy. They the biggest sporting platform, but got a clickbait to feel good. That shit crazy. Yeah, right. A1 ESPN and Mike Cop. Yeah, facts. Right. And it's just Mike Cop. ESPN then messed up and hired Mike Cop. And now they got Mike Cop putting out all this garbage and bad information on the ESPN site. On the ESPN network. Really what's being done is, this is what I feel like happened. Now, I can't attest to this, right? This is what I feel like happened. I feel like Team Bud, right, bought Mike Coppinger. I ain't going to say Bud Crawford because I don't want to, I don't want to say, y'all don't want to incriminate, nobody, no shit like that, right? But I feel like Team Bud bought Mike Coppinger. Mike Cop works for ESPN. So all the ESPN news, right, is going to be slanted. So all the ESPN news, right, is going to be slanted in Bud Crawford's way, right? So I feel like what Mike Cop doing is he's trying to save face for Bud Crawford because most people feel like Bud Crawford don't want this fight. But if you can put it out on ESPN, a lot of people watch ESPN anyway, right? If you can put it out on ESPN and you can get enough people to see it, Cause I shit, if anybody got ESPN that those tickers coming through those phones, right? Oh, Terrence Crawford agreed. Oh, Terrence Crawford and Bud still may fight. Oh, this and that. What I think is going on right now is they're trying to promote Terrence Crawford fight against Alexis Rocha to make you watch Rocha, thinking he gonna fight Errol next. And I've seen this enough times, and y'all know if y'all been paying attention, which I know y'all do, because y'all love this sport just like me. If y'all been paying attention, y'all know before Bud Crawford's fights, y'all, before Bud Crawford's fights, it's always a big Errol Spence push. It's always an Errol Spence push. Oh yeah, we go fight Spence. Yo, I got 30 likes. I got 15 people in the building. I know more than 30 y'all been through here. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. Help your boy get in that algo. Shay Girl just told me brother Drew Tight not coming on this morning. You know what I mean? So we here, we locked in. You know what I mean? Is it did had an interview talking about Bud having unrealistic requests and their transparency excuse me bullshit. Yeah, that was months ago. Slim. But now you got Steven Espinoza talking about again, right? That it could happen. He still feel like Bud want to fight. He still feel like Bud want to fight. I was going somewhere. I was going somewhere with that junk y'all, and I'm finna play it back a little bit. Y'all know I be having shit. I want to see where I was going with it because I feel like I was about to say something. I feel like I was getting somewhere. I had some important shit to say. And I want to finish that thought. So let me go back to that junk. Y'all know I be hold on for a second. Yeah. So if Bud Crawford can't, what Bud Crawford did right, if everybody got ESPN right. ESPN is a huge platform. Those my guy A1 say, appreciate you, A1. ESPN is a right. So if I feel like Mike Coppinger is in bed with Bud Crawford, right? I feel like Mike Coppinger basically directly and indirectly is Bud Crawford's promoter, right? So I think by him saying this, right? Oh well, they're negotiating. Bud go fight Rocha. Errol ain't had a fight just yet. Errol Spence said that he's still a little hurt, right? My thing is, I see me personally, I see a chance that this fight happen, right? But the only way this fight gonna happen is if Errol Spence don't fight for a whole year and Terrence Crawford have, he have his 2 fights, Avenesian and then Rocha. Terrence Crawford may want to fight Errol Spence, off a year layoff, off an injury, things like that. Now that if that was to happen, I could see, but then there's me playing into the hope and the optimism. That's just me being optimistic, right? Just like Steven Espinoza. Realistically, though, them people are not going to fight. Now, if Errol Spence can just sit around, right? If he can just sit around and do nothing, maybe until after Alexis Rocha fight and then they negotiate again, maybe. But I'm not waiting on it. I'm not holding my breath for that because that would still mean that I would think Bud Crawford wants to fight. This is where I was going with it. This is where I was getting it. Y'all notice right before every Bud Crawford fight, bro. Notice Avenesian, what was happening? I'm negotiating with Errol Spence. He signed to fight Alexis Rocha, or they call Alexis Rocha as his mandatory, right? And now all of a sudden, I'm gonna fight Errol Spence. Y'all see how it's always I'm gonna fight Errol Spence when he got a fight lined up. Whenever it's free time, is I need transparency. When they got free time, I need transparency. Being unreasonable. Oh, we can't get it done. But you expect me to believe you can make all these fights with these other people easily. But every time it come to Errol, is transparency, is something, is this, is that, is this, is that. Man, he not gonna fight Errol Spence. Just pay attention. Every time it's a big push. Every time Terrence Crawford got a fight coming up, not named Errol Spence. Every time he got a fight coming up, not named Errol Spence, it's a big push for Errol Spence. It's a big push that the Errol Spence fight is negotiated. Oh, it could happen next. Yeah, he gonna fight this fight, but him and Errol could fight after. Didn't y'all just tell me that Bud could fight Errol after he fought David Avenesian? So now I'm supposed to just believe that, oh yeah, well, he gonna fight him after this time for sure, right? Y'all just told us that man, was gonna fight Errol. And then he said, well, he need a tune-up. You want to fight David Avenesian first. He got to get a tune-up. He got to stay in shape. What, you want him to be out of shape? You want him to be out of shape? And those will be the same people, right? Errol Spence ain't had a fight in damn near a year. Those will be the same people that tell you if Errol Spence asked for a fight before Bud Crawford, if Errol Spence would have asked for a Terrence Crawford fight, right, and had a tune-up beforehand, those the same people that would have told you, that Errol Spence was scared. But when it turns Bud Crawford, they'll tell you, oh, well, he just need a fight before Errol. He go fight Errol after he fight David Avenesian. Now he about to fight Alexis Rocha. And then they'll tell you, well, he got a mandatory versus Alexis Rocha, right? But the part that they'll leave out right is that Bud Crawford does not have to fight Alexis Rocha. Bud Crawford does not have to fight Alexis Rocha. Mandatories, and unifications. Two things: mandatory unification. Unifications trumps mandatories every single time. A unification will trump a mandatory every single time. He does not have to fight Alexis Rocha. He did not have to fight David Avenesian. David Avenesian was a voluntary, meaning that he picked to fight David Avenesian. When he was supposed to be negotiating with Errol Spence, he used his voluntary. He used the voluntary. And now this fight is going to be a mandatory, but still, mandatory trumps unification. And I heard Steven Espinoza say, yeah, it's gonna be a problem. The Rocha mandatory been called. That might be a problem. That right there let me know that Steven Espinoza not really trying to make this fight. I'm gonna tell y'all what's really going on. What I think, right? What I think. Steven Espinoza want to make Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman. That's what Steven Espinoza want. Espinoza want Spence versus Keith. I've been telling y'all that since last January, at the beginning of this year. I wish Ghost was here. I got 20 people in the building again. I need all 20 of y'all to hit that thumbs up for your boy. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, don't know if it's your first time, but if you could not make it your last, greatly appreciate you. You know what I mean? Steven Espinoza and Showtime, they want to make that Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman fight. You know what I mean? They want to make that one. So yeah, they'll keep the Errol and Bull hope alive. So you'll watch the fight that's coming up. You know what I mean? He said, is Spence Thurman next best fight? At this point, Slim, me personally, I'd rather see Errol Spence gonna move up to 154 so we can stop all this Errol and Bud shit. I'm sick of this Errol and Bud shit. I'd rather him gonna move up to 54. I just want to see him move up. The best fight will be Errol and Bud. The next best fight, I don't even care about it too. I want to see Errol move up to 154. I want to see him move up to 154 and try to get the straps up there. If I don't know, man, I don't care who they fight, but as long as we can end this shit about them fighting each other, I don't give a fuck who they fight. I just want Bud to move on. I want Bud to eventually have to run in the boots so I can see how he handle that boot situation. Because ain't no way if Errol at 54, he gonna get out of fighting Boots and Errol. I want to see how people go take that. At this point, I'd rather Errol fight anybody at 154. I don't care who Errol fight. As long as it's at 154. You know what I mean? I don't care who he fight at 154. I'd rather him not fight at 147. I hope his next fight is at 154. You know what I mean? So Bud will have to stand on his own 2 feet again. So Bud fans will have to stop mentioning Errol Spence. You know what I mean? Every time before is a fight, man. Every time before turns Bud Crawford get a fight, y'all won't believe he about to fight Errol Spence next. Y'all notice that shit? Errol Spence don't gauge you, don't lead you into his fights. When I'm gonna fight turns Bud Crawford next. Errol Spence told you I'm finna fight for WBA and the fucking WBC. You know what I mean? And that's what he did. Errol Spence, every time he get a fight, he ain't out here saying, I'm gonna fight Bud. He ain't using Bud name for promotion. People ask him about that. He ain't out here volunteering that. Said just like Wilder, they using Spence name to make money. Fact, Shawa Allah, that's what they doing. I truly believe, right? I truly believe that ESPN wants the Spence and Thurman fight because they always have, right? But I also know that they know, which was Steve Espinoza just said, that they know that the people want the Errol Spence and Bud fight, right? So you got to keep hope alive for the Errol Spence and Bud fight if you Showtime, to get us through the Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence fight. If you Mike Kopp and you Bud Crawford, right, who I feel like in bed together, you got to keep bringing up the Errol Spence fight to get us through these Alexis Rocha type fights. Now, Errol Spence to a little lesser degree. right, than Terrence Bud Crawford, right? You want to keep the people interested, uh, to get to the Terrence Crawford versus Errol fight, right? But you got Terrence Crawford fighting Alexis Rocha, who nobody gives a damn about, who nobody really knows. Y'all do your boy a favor, y'all hit that like button for your boy. I got 18 people in the building. I got 32 likes. I know all y'all in here ain't hit that thumbs up. Sometimes we come in and we forget. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let YouTube know that we live. Help your boy get in that algo. I need 8 likes till I get to 40. Y'all help get your boy to 40 likes. Don't know if it's your first time, but if you could, not make it your last time. We talk this good boxing every single day, not just today. You know what I mean? We have enough Errol Bud conversation, actually a Mike Coppinger conversation. How how much do you believe, right? The word of Mike Coppinger. How deeply are we going to take this? That Errol and Bud are negotiating over the phone. You really want to know what this sound like? This sound like some shit Terrence Bud Crawford would say. That sound like Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford said, "Oh yeah, we spoke on the phone." So now Mike Cop is coming out here dropping news that Errol and Bud are negotiating over the phone. You know what I think Bud Crawford is doing? I think Bud Crawford out here, he called himself the puppet master, right? And that's exactly what Bud Crawford is out here doing. He out here being a puppet master. He playing the people, he playing the sanctioning bodies, and I think that he playing Errol Spence. I think he very well could be talking to Errol as if he want this fight because he know Errol want this fight. Bud Crawford want to be Errol Spence's friend, man. That's what he wanted to do the whole goddamn time. He wanted to be that man's friend. The first time they met, he said, "I called you." Errol said, "I ain't got your number." Terrence Crawford will say, "Save my number then." You know what I mean? He want to be that man's friend. He want to have Errol Spence in the thick of, Errol ducking Bud, Errol ducking Bud. Terrence Crawford came out and said, "Errol not ducking me. I got his number. We talk all the time. He want this fight. We both want this fight." That man want to be friends with Errol Spence. He don't want to fight Errol Spence. Errol, which I don't pronounce Errol, nigga. I'm gonna say Errol. Motherfucker. He don't want to fight Errol Spence. You know what I mean? He want to be that man's friend. He don't want no smoke. I ain't never seen Bud Crawford, dance through loops. I ain't never seen Bud Crawford dance through loops the way he danced through loops. You know what I mean? When it come to the great brother Errol Spence. He said Bud don't want Spence on that undisputed list with him. Facts. And he don't want it to be his name. He don't want to be the reason, right? He don't want to be the reason. He don't want to be the reason that Errol Spence is on the list, right? Not only do he not want Errol on the list with him, he don't want his name to be the name that Errol Spence get to get on, especially like kind of one pound for pound, best fighter of the generation. Bud Crawford said a while back. He said a while back, and I heard him when he said it. He said a while back, right? He said, and he's still fighting. He said, I'm a 2 division. He said I'm undisputed. I'm a 2 division champion, right? I'm going to retire undefeated, and that's going to be my legacy. He mentioned I'm going to retire undefeated. But Crawford is prioritizing retiring undefeated right now over him getting his second undisputed. But Crawford is content. You know what I mean? With never fighting EJ. He's content with where he's at with his career. He's content with him being one-time undisputed, 2 division champ. Undefeated, right? That I heard him when he said undefeated. He's prioritizing his career to be an undefeated fighter, not prioritizing his career to be the best ever. Bud Crawford said, "My goal was to make the Hall of Fame. I want to make the Hall of Fame." When you hear Errol Spence talk, what Errol Spence say? Errol Spence said he want to be the best. Most of these boxers say, "I want to be the best. I want to be the best boxer." Terrence Bud Crawford said, "I want to make it the Hall of Fame." True enough, Terrence Crawford has already reached his goal. The goal that Terrence Crawford set out for himself, right, which is the Hall of Fame, he's already reached it. Terrence Crawford is already in the Hall of Fame. He is going to be a Hall of Famer. Yes, sir. I like to. He is going to be a Hall of Famer. That's without a shadow of a doubt, right? But Terrence Crawford, well, I got a problem with. Terrence Crawford has the chance not only be a Hall of Famer, he has a chance to be the greatest ever. Yep, I said it. Or one of the greatest ever. You know what I mean? And I said it once and now I say it again. If Terrence Crawford fight Errol Spence, bro, Terrence Crawford Errol Spence. And Terrence, dude, what's good, dude? Appreciate you sliding through. I'm cooking. Y'all got some energy. I got a boost. I don't know why I got energy this morning, but I got energy this morning. If if maybe because baby ain't jump on me this morning, maybe that's why I got some energy. If Bud Crawford got a chance, bro, to be the greatest boxer ever, yep, better than Ali. And I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna keep saying it, bro. If that man beat Errol Spence, dog, Errol Spence is a fucking monster right now. That nigga the biggest nigga. He be the biggest nigga, strongest nigga at 147. He knocking people fucking eyes loose, breaking people ribs, sending people to the hospital. Nigga can't even get on the helicopter after Errol Spence finished fighting because his eye go bust from the pressure. You know what I mean? If Bud Crawford beat that dude, bro, if he come from 140 up to 47 and he beat that fucking monster that's Errol Spence, bro, Bud Crawford is the best boxer to ever live, bro. Fuck what you talking about. I don't care. I like both of them. I ain't one of them dudes who just like Earl, who just like Bud. I look like Earl, but I knew Bud first. I don't got no problem with Earl being the best because they look like my brother. I don't got no problem with him being the best. But Bud, I knew Bud first. If Bud beat Yoda, man, you gonna be up here arguing, Yoda. Man, you go. I'm talking about inside the ring, Yoda. Strictly. When I talk about Ali, bro, I mean inside the ring, bro. Hey, Yoda, I could argue you, Yoda. Ali ain't never been 2-time undisputed. Well, not in the 4-bet era, right? I'm pretty sure Ali was because he was a heavyweight. You know what I mean? He ain't never been 2-time undisputed. He's been undisputed, right? Muhammad Ali. I'm ready for the argument. If that man beat Errol Spence, bro, Bud the best to ever live, bro. 2-time undisputed, and he beat the best fighter of his generation, bro. Errol Spence is the best fighter today. Errol Spence is the best fighter of his time right now. Not Floyd, right? Floyd was the time before now. Right now, today. Right now, today. Errol Spence is the best fighter, bro. He's breaking people eye sockets, noses, ribs, and all that shit. If Bud beat that dude, bro, Bud is the best fighter, bro. He's the only 2-time undisputed. But Yoda, I got a bar though, Yoda, right? Yoda. He got to do it for undisputed. He can't just beat him, Yoda. It got to be for undisputed because beating Errol Spence alone is a big accomplishment, but they wouldn't make him the best in my eyes. But if he beat the best fighter of the generation today for undisputed, and don't let him stop Errol. If he stop Errol, y'all never go hear the end of this shit. You know what I mean? Y'all never go hear the end of that shit. You know what I mean? But my problem, Ricky, what's good, Rick? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Rick. Glad you can make it. If y'all could do more favor, hit that thumbs up for your boy. We cooking this morning, y'all. We rolling. We cooking this morning. I don't got shit else to do with my life. We talking that good boxing. I told y'all I was back. I'm back. He said, this is just talk. This is what Bud does whenever he has a fight like that. Yep, Rick, I just said the same thing. I just said the same thing. And I know you came in when I was giving Bud some credit, right? But I was saying is, Bud don't want it, man. Bud should want this fight more. Bud should be beating down doors for this fight because this fight very well does have a chance to put him in that GOAT conversation. Even if you don't feel he the GOAT, right? Because Yoda don't feel he ever be better than Ali. I get it. He said, no, she's the best of this generation. But I digress. The best woman, Rick. I mean, the best woman, Yoda. I get what you saying. Shout out Shields. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Richard Shields. Fine that. Ooh. Y'all know I love me some Shields, man. Y'all know I love me some Shields, man. Y'all know I love me some Shields. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. But no, you can have an argument, right? I ain't go, he'll be at least right. If Bud was to beat Errol for undisputed, they'd at least put him in that GOAT conversation. You get what I'm saying? Bud should want this shit. It should be Bud the one beating down that Bush. You know what I mean? I got Boots beating Bud, so I doubt Bud beat Spence. I mean, I doubt Bud beat Spence at this point. I don't think he gonna beat him either. I think he's scared of him. And I fuck with Bud. His energy different. His energy different with this dude than it's ever been with anybody else. You know what I mean? I'm saying if he would beat him, he should want to. You know what I mean? He should want to get in the ring. He should want to get in the ring. He should want to get in the ring and test himself, you know what I mean, against who people view as the best. You know what I mean? He called himself the best. You got this dude who people view as the best. You know what I mean? It's time. It's that time. You good? It's that time. It's that time. Is that male or female? She the go, damn it, 3 times undisputed. I get what you say. I get what you saying, yo. I ain't gonna argue that. I ain't got no argument with that. If you want to push Shields one, bro, you can push Shields one, dog. I ain't got no. You ain't gonna get no argument out of me. You ain't gonna get no argument out of me. You ain't gonna get no argument out of me for Clarissa Shields being the best. Nipsey Hussle killer gets 60 years to life in prison. Lock that bitch ass nigga up. But anyway, I digress. My bad. I had to read that out loud. Yo, I got 20 people in the building. I need all 20 of y'all to hit that thumbs up. I actually lost a like. So one of y'all took a like. I lied. I got 37 likes. I got 37 likes. I need 3 of y'all to hit that like button for your boy. Get your boy to 40. Greatly appreciate you. Greatly appreciate you. I ain't been on live this long in a minute, huh? Actually came up here and got the preaching for y'all. I told y'all I'm back. I told y'all I'm back. He said, "What does?" He said, "Okay, my bad. I read that. I read. That was A1. I read that already, man. I read that already. But yeah, man, Bud most definitely got a Shay Girl said something in there. Bud most definitely, it would behoove him to get in this ring. But I really don't think 60 years, early 60. Yep. He got 60 years. Yep, he got 60 years. Hey, one said something. What was it? Hey, one said something. Where that thing at? I said EJ fight his friends for One Piece, and yeah, for sure that. For sure that. What's good, Rick? Boxing MMA. Appreciate you sliding through this thing. Said T he ain't getting in that ring. I don't think he getting there either. But you would think, bro, with all this shit on the line, there you go. Shay Girl said, I can agree. But Bud is not beating him. Bud is too hesitant to fight. Exactly, man. Exactly. Like when that meeting first happened, right? When that meeting first happened with them in the hallway. When that meeting first happened with them in the hallways at T, not up for debate, I take on the world. I take on the world, and I will. I ain't debating Clarissa Shields. You will never see me get in a debate against Clarissa Shields. I would never, ever fix my lips to debate anything against Clarissa Shields. You will never, ever see me do that. Not a day in my life. Not a day in my goddamn life will you ever see me in a Clarissa Shields debate, and I'm not debating for Clarissa Shields. I debate for Clarissa Shields. I got a Clarissa Shields is the greatest of all time debate too. That y'all might not like. I got a Clarissa Shields better than all y'all favorite fighters and shit. I got them Jones, yo. But I tell you this, if Bud is the only man to ever get 2-time undisputed and he beat Errol Spence doing it, bro. Even Clarissa Shields, go have to come with the Errol Spence victory, right? The best fighter of today. You took his O, and then don't let him stop him. Not only did you take his O, not only did you take his, we speaking hypothetically because Bud ain't for Earl, right? Not only did you take his O, right, but you stopped him and you did it for undisputed. Boy, man, y'all ain't go hear the end of it. He said the only issue I have with Clarissa is her rap career, and I wish she has bigger boobs. That's it. Yeah, she got that ass though, don't she? Yeah, she do. Yeah, she a little flat chested. And she can't. Yeah, I ain't gonna say she can't rap. Don't do that because Clarissa Shields listen to this show. Clarissa Shields listen to this show. I ain't gonna say she can't rap. She can't rap. She just got to get she got to get some more time, right? She got to get some more time. But this is very real. This was reported last Friday. I saw this on live TV. Kyle spoke on how they came to a purse split, and the Crawford camp sent over the memorandum. I believe this fight happened. So shout out my guy. Let's go to it. My guy. Shout out my guy. What's your name, G? Raphael 32. My guy Raphael 32. Appreciate you sliding through this thing, bro. I don't know if it's your first time, but if you could not make it your last time, my guy, could you hit that subscription button for your boy? We talk this good boxing every single day, not just today. All opinions are welcome. Greatly appreciate you sliding through the fam. Greatly appreciate you sliding through. What's good, D-Man? Shout out my guy, D-Man Jr. All right, so let's read it again, right? He said, this is very real. This was reported last Friday. I I saw this on live TV. Cop spoke on how they came to a purse split. The Crawford camp sent over memorandum. I believe this fight happens. Okay, so let's stick to that, right? So Mike Cobb also told me, you said last Friday, right? Mike Cobb told me about 4 or 5 months ago that Bud Crawford agreed to all terms, right? And when he said that, I took that to the bank. I took that to heart, right? Bud Crawford agreed to all terms. So my guy Raphael, right? Mike Cobb told us last week that Bud Crawford and Errol Spence are negotiating, right? He told us 4 or 5 months ago that Crawford agreed to all of Errol Spence's terms. So my thing is, what happened 4 or 5 months ago to the terms that Bud Crawford agreed with? Why does Bud Crawford need new terms, right? If he agreed to all the terms that Errol them sent months ago, you know what I mean? Why does he need uh why does he need new terms, right? If he agreed to the terms. And both these stories are coming straight from Mike Cobb. You know what I mean? Both these stories coming straight from Mike Cobb. That's what we're here for. I'm asking y'all, do y'all believe, Mike Cobb? I don't. I don't believe nobody who reporting, you know what I mean, on this fight at this point. The reports for this fight at this point, I think promo. I think the reports for this fight at this point is basically just for promo, man. It's to promote, Bud Crawford's upcoming fight. I know it's right. This is just me. This is just me and what I know. Don't spin all over my goddamn crib. This is this is what I know, right? Y'all got 22 people in the bed. I need all 22 of y'all to hit that thumbs up for your boy. Whether here for a good time or a long time. I know other people live. I know people going to work. I know y'all got things to do. My girl Shower Allah is on the road. You know what I mean? But I greatly appreciate y'all folks sliding through. 22 people in the building. I got 39 likes. Yeah, I need one more person to hit that like button for your boy. But my bad, y'all. My screen went off. I'm gonna get back to the goddamn screen so I can read Brody's question again. But yeah, I feel like every time we're about to get a Bud Crawford fight, I'm back now. I feel like every time we're about to get a Bud Crawford fight, right? Every time we're about to get one of these Bud Crawford fights, that's not Errol Spence. The Errol Spence conversation comes up, and I don't think that's a coincidence. Okay, I'm back now, y'all. My bad. But yeah. I noticed this, man. Every time Bud Crawford about to have a new fight, about to have a new fight, it's always a push. Oh, Bud and Earl may fight. What happened with David Avenesian? Everybody was saying, now he still can fight Earl. They was negotiating. They was saying he was about to fight Earl. Then he signed to fight David Avenesian, right? What did everybody say? Oh man, he still could fight Earl. He still could fight Earl. He want to get warmed up. He want to get it tuned up. He want to fight David Avenesian first. He can't negotiate with Earl, so why wouldn't he have a fight to stay, to stay busy? Y'all want him to have a disadvantage when he going to the fight Earl. He could fight Earl after Avenesian, right? And he fight Avenesian, and then now he about to fight who? Now he about to fight Rocha. So at first they was telling us, okay, well, he'll fight Earl after he fight Avenesian. Now they telling us he'll fight Earl after he fight Rocha. But what's going to happen, y'all? At least I know what's going to happen, right? What's going to happen? He going to fight Alexis Rocha, and he going to say the same thing he said after he fought David Avenesian. What did he say? They asked him about Errol Spence. That boy said, he didn't even say nothing. He said, what did he say? They asked him about Errol Spence. He said, "I'm looking forward to making the best fights. I'm looking forward to doing business with BLK Prime and somebody." The boy avoided that whole goddamn question. You know, he's not going to fight Errol Spence. The build up before the fight to get you to watch the fight is going to be him fighting Errol Spence. Once the fight is over, he's going to tell you exactly what he told you after the Avanesian fight. He's not fighting him. It's the bullfight, the Errol fight with Bullet will always be a day away. It's a promotional tactic. It's a promotional tool. That's how they promote Bud. I'm starting to put Stephen Espinoza in the same boat because he's starting to use that to promote Errol. And you only got to do that with a nigga like Errol Spence because we go watch his fights anyways, like we've been doing, because he fight people worth the damn. Don't nobody got no problem going to see Errol fight Danny. Don't nobody got no problem going to see Errol fight Sean. Don't nobody got no problem going to see Errol fight Ugas. We going to see Errol fights anyway because of the opponents that he fighting. Terrence Crawford's side got to do that. They got to bring up, Errol Spence because he not fighting nobody of reference. Alexis Rocha, Avanesian, nobody of reference. It's strictly to promote Bud Crawford's fight. I told y'all Bud was fighting Rocha a minute. I said, look, the Errol Spence talks go start, but the man fighting Rocha. And what happened? We here. He said, them boxing fans and YouTube's channel keep running with it. Let them tell it. EJ was after his tune-up. This was the plan all along. I'm tired of telling y'all he not fighting EJ. Facts, Rick. Facts. He was supposed to fight. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to fight him after Avanesian, right? He was supposed to fight him before Avanesian. And then he signed to fight Avanesian. Oh, well, he'll fight him next, right? And now he about to fight Roach. Y'all notice something? Again, Errol Spence still hasn't had a fight yet. Errol Spence still ain't had a fight yet. Y'all notice that? But Crawford is working on his second fight, not named Errol Spence. Errol Spence still ain't had a fight yet. But y'all telling me Errol Spence is the one who really didn't want that Bud Crawford fight? And this, you know what the sad part is? Errol Spence do want this fight. Stephen Espinoza just said the same thing. But you want to know what the sad part is? I really think what Errol Spence is about to do right now, and this just mean in the back of my mind, this is the only slither of hope that I got, right? And it's sad that I even got to do this with a guy like Terrence Crawford, who I thought so highly of. But this is what I think the only way this fight will happen. I'm gonna tell y'all what T think. This is what I think. The only way this fight happened is, Errol Spence had that car wreck, right, where the little kid hit his car. The little kid stole his parents' car. He bust Errol ass. You know what I mean? Errol had that car wreck, so he a little hurt right now. Errol ain't had a fight since what? Last April. It's about to be April pretty soon again. Terrence Crawford gonna have a fight in April. Errol Spence and Keith Thurman being talked about as a possible fight, but Errol said he's still a little banged up. The only way I see Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence happening, right, if Errol Spence don't have a fight at all this year, and Terrence Crawford agree to fight him like in September. The only way I see Terrence Crawford having the confidence, the only way I see Terrence Crawford following through with this is if Errol Spence is out of the ring for over a year. If Errol Spence is out the ring for over a year and Bud Crawford feel like that he got an advantage. If Bud Crawford feel like he got an advantage, then I do feel like, he'll get in the ring with him. If I'm Errol Spence, right, if I'm one of the guys, which I'm not, if I'm one of the guys holding on to the Errol Spence, if I'm one of the guys holding on to the Errol Spence, and Bud Crawford fight, that's the only way that I can see it. That's the only way that I can see it. You know what I mean? He's a reporter man at PBC event. Can't speak on PBC business. That's just me though. Oh, you talking about Mike? He said, I couldn't get the fight with Bob and can't get the fight without him. Blame Bud. It's always been Bud. Facts, buddy. Facts, Rick. You know what I mean? But the only way I see this fight happening, right? Is if Errol Spence, decide to stay out the ring up until after Bud fight. Bud may feel, okay, well, Errol a little rusty, right? He been out the ring, so I might be able to get him. I think then we'll get that fight. That's the only way I can see it. Talking about Mike, yeah, okay, Ghost, make sure. He's a Harrison beats Tim on set. He has to be careful because Tony is cheating. I'm gonna do Tony Harrison. I'm gonna do Tony Harrison, Tim Zoo breakdown. Actually, after I get off this, I'm gonna run this thing. I'm gonna run this thing about. I'm either gonna run in 3 more minutes or 18 more minutes. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna run this thing, and my next EP today will be Harrison versus Tim Zoo. I just wanted to come and I had to address this because I know some of my people, they really, 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 really do want to see this fight, and I understand because I really do want to see it too. But y'all know I'm a realist, and I can't be indulging in bullshit, whether I like it or not. Even if I like it, right, I can't be indulging in your bullshit because bullshit is bullshit. You know what I mean? So I can't be indulging in the bullshit. I had to come here and spit my piece. Again, if this fight do happen, I would much rather be in the boat having to come back and say, hey, I was wrong this time. I was wrong on the 8th time that this fight was going to happen. This fight actually is going to happen the 8th time. I'd rather come back and say that than to be building y'all up for a fight that's never going to happen. Personally, what I think is that they promote, Buzz Crawford's next fight. That's what I feel like. The only way I feel like this fight really does happen, let's say Buzz Crawford fight Alexis Rocha, and then he goes straight into a negotiation with Errol Spence. I feel like at that point, as long as Errol hasn't had a fight, as long as Errol don't look in great shape, you know what I mean? Errol just had that wreck. Right? So I think the only way that fight happens is if Errol is out of the ring for over a year. He don't fight Keith Thurman at all, and him and Bud Crawford come at the end of the year, and that'll be Errol Spence's first fight in like a year and 8 months, a year and 9 months. Then I think that fight does happen. You know what I mean? I got 21 people in the building. I need all 21 of y'all to hit that thumbs up for your boy. If you ain't hit that thumbs up, greatly appreciate y'all folks sliding through, win this thing, talking that good boxing. You know what I mean? My question today is I'm asking y'all, do y'all believe Mike Coppinger, about Errol Spence in terms of Bud Crawford fighting at the end of the year? My piece is right. I notice how it's always a push for Errol and Bud, right before Bud Crawford has a fight. Right before Bud Crawford has a fight. They just told me that Bud Crawford agreed to all the terms for the Spence fight, then he fought David Avenesian. Now what y'all about to tell me is that, and then he fought David Avenesian. And y'all told me then, okay, well, he'll fight Errol after he fight David Avenesian, right? It's after he fought David Avenesian. Now y'all telling me he about to fight Alexis Rocha and he'll fight Errol Spence after he fight Alexis Rocha. Do y'all see a pattern? Here? I'm going to say that again. I'm going to say it slow, right? Mike Cobb told me that Bud Crawford agreed to all terms for Errol Spence. And then Mike Cobb came and told me that Bud Crawford and David Avenesian has been announced to fight and that he'll try to fight Errol Spence and that he'll fight Errol Spence after the David Avenesian fight. It's after the David Avenesian fight, and now Mike Cobb telling me that Terrence Crawford will fight Errol Spence after the Alexis Rocha fight. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Y'all see where I'm going with this? It's always the next fight. It's always going to be the next fight when it comes to Errol and Bud. Anybody speaking on Errol and Bud, they strictly doing this. For promotion. It's strictly like a promotional thing. You know what I mean? As far as that Errol and that Bud situation go at this point, it's to promote Bud fights or Errol fights because I'm putting Steven Espinoza and Showtime in the same boat as far as that promoter shit because he talking about Errol and Bud. As long as I'm alive, as long as they're alive and they're active, I'm gonna be trying to make the Errol and Bud fight. So what I heard right there is as long as them two alive and they boxing, we go be pump faking y'all this shit. You know what I mean? I think it would. I really feel like Bud don't want to fight, but I also know if Steven Espinoza come out and say that Bud don't want to fight, they won't be able to push the thought and the hope. Steven Espinoza, I hear right like keep hope alive. I'm optimistic. I'm still optimistic. At first he said it was 50% chance 8 months ago. Now it's a 60% chance. I feel like it's strictly promotion from both sides, and now all of a sudden Boost is in the mix too. Out of nowhere, Boost's name got attached to Bud too. I don't believe where Mike says T used to, but he's capping constantly. Yeah, eventually Boots, if they both at 47, I mean Boots and Bud are. Well, I get what you're saying, Johnny Q. I get what you're saying. Boots could have stayed in that WBO. I get what you're saying. Boost could have stayed in that WO, and he would have been the mandatory maybe. But I kind of don't feel like any of those Showtime fighters. I really don't feel like any of those Showtime fighters was going to get that call. He said, "Man, fuck that T. Hope dead, bury that bitch next to optimism when it comes to this fight happening." Fact, A1, and this is exactly where I'm at, A1. What's good, Johnny Q? It's exactly where I'm at with it, A1. Like, again, I said it, man. Fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, I can't put the blame on you. You ain't fooling me 3 times, man. You was not fooling me 3 times. You was not fooling me 3 times. You know what I mean? Just not going to happen. Just not going to happen. Big Tex, what's good, Big Tex? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Big Tex. Glad you can make it. Glad you can make it. I got 20 strong in the building right now. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy, whether you just passing through, making it do what it do. I know we got people at work. We just in here talking about what the hell Mike Coppinger had to say. Now we got Mike Coppinger saying again, right? I noticed the pattern. Do y'all notice the pattern? Is what I'm trying to get at. Mike Copp said again, right? Oh, well, Errol and Bud negotiating, and they'll fight after Bud Crawford next fight. I feel like Mike Cop is in bed with Bud. So every time Bud get a fight that's not Errol Spence, to keep it looking like that he's not ducking Errol Spence, it's gonna always be, well, I'm negotiating with Errol Spence, then I fight him next. And then after his next fight, it's gonna be a fake negotiation with Errol Spence. Then they go say, well, we couldn't come to an agreement, and then he go fight somebody else. And then they go tell you again, well, he can negotiate with Errol Spence after this fight. I want Errol Spence to go up to 154 so we can put an end to all this bullshit. Errol Spence is injured right now. Errol Spence is injured right now, a little injured right now. They announced the Keith Thurman thing. Not really sure, the status on there right now. I do know Errol said that he is a little banged up still. You know what I mean? So I'm not really sure, the status on the Keith Thurman fight right now. But I do know that Errol Spence is he hasn't been in the ring yet. Terrence Crawford is about to get in the ring again. This should be the time, right, where he negotiating with Errol Spence. He got a mandatory call with Alexis Rocha, but we all know unification trumps mandatory. Somewhere along the line, people seem to have forgotten that unification trumps a mandatory, right? So even if Alexis Rocha is called as mandatory, but Crawford, if he really want to, could still fight Errol Spence. He don't have to fight him beforehand. The reason I feel like this is mostly promotion from both sides, from Mike Coppinger and Bud Crawford side, and on Steven Espinoza side, right? It will behoove Steven Espinoza to get to get Spence and Keith Thurman in the ring, because they're both our PBC fighters, and that's a fight that he been wanting to make for a minute. So Steven Espinoza ain't against, pushing the hope that we go get a Bud fight. He not against pushing the hope that we go get a Bud fight, because the fights in between would very well be 2 fighters from his company, 2 fighters from Showtime. Well, Steven Espinoza will win. Where he will win easy. He will win from both sides. You got Keith Thurman, who is a Showtime fighter, or Spence, who is a Showtime fighter. So I understand Showtime wanting to make their fight happen. What I think from the Showtime aspect, right, they know that Bud Crawford don't really want to fight. But if they come out and say Bud Crawford don't really want to fight, that'll kill all the, enthusiasm. That'll kill all the hope, which is what Steven Espinoza keeps saying. Keep hope alive, right? I'm optimistic, hope and optimistic. He's saying that to keep us, on the edge of our seat, excited about it. The thought that it may happen. I think that he knows deep down Bud Crawford ain't fighting Errol Spence. You know what I mean? But it helps him out. It behooves him to keep that fight alive, because it brings attention in the eyes to his company. Just like with Mike Cobb. I think Mike Cobb is in bed with Bud Crawford. I think Mike Cobb is the smooth over for Bud Crawford. So Bud Crawford go take this Alexis Rocha fight. He know we go kill him. For it. But what Mike Cobb is going to do is he go smooth that shit over for Bud and tell you, oh well, he negotiated with him now, but he go fight Alexis Rocha first. Just like he was negotiating with David Avanesian, but he was gonna fight Errol next. Just like he was negotiating with Errol before David Avanesian, and now he about to fight Avanesian. He tell him he go negotiate with Errol after Avanesian. It's after Avanesian, and now he negotiating with Alexis Rocha. Y'all see a pattern here. Every time that man's about to have a fight, it's always he go fight Errol after his next fight. Just because they gotta promote the whack ass fight that he about to have now. You know what I mean? Just because they gotta promote the whack ass fight that he about to have now. And what happened after Bud's last fight with David Avenesian? Bud Crawford stepped in the ring and he said, "I'm not fighting Errol Spence." He stepped in the ring. He said, "I'm not fighting Errol Spence." Bud Crawford had a chance to call out Errol Spence on the stage that night. He beat Sean Porter. You know what I mean? He chose not to do it, but then he got to the ocean and said that he looking for Errol Spence. No, that was before the Daniels Ugas fight. Remember, he fought Sean Porter. He was like, "Errol next, I'm looking for the big fish." Then Errol had his fight with Daniels Ugas, and then much more of the same shit happened. Every time it's a fight about to happen, you got Terrence Bud Crawford coming out here, or Terrence Bud Crawford media team, right, coming out here pushing. Oh yeah, we gonna fight Errol. We gonna fight Errol. They got to do that to get the Errol Spence fans to watch. They say that, right? They say he negotiated Errol Spence to get you to watch, y'all, to get the Errol Spence fans to watch. How do you keep interest in Terrence Bud Crawford, right? How do you keep interest in between Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence if they're not going to fight? How do you keep interest in Terrence Crawford in general, right? You got to add Errol Spence. We see that's the formula that works for him. You need the Errol Spence fans to tune in off the thought that you might fight Errol Spence for you to even be successful at this point. And the funny part was a lot of the same fans, Errol and Bud. I mean, a lot of the fans are the same for Errol and Bud, or at least they used to be before all this started happening. You got people who took Bud side, you got people who took Errol side. Majority feels like it's Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? There's BS. Most people feel like it's Bud Crawford. There's BSing, but everybody did pick a side. At some point, everybody did pick a side, and I think common sense tells you. I think common sense tells you. Okay. I think common sense, right? Should tell you what I just broke down. Bud Crawford is always one fight away from Errol Spence. He always negotiating. He always one fight away. You know what I mean? He always negotiate. He always one fight away. You look at history. Who has the history of not being able to get the big fights done? Not Errol Spence. Errol Spence never had a problem. You know what I mean? Making a fight. Turn Bud Crawford had a fight with Manny Pacquiao, fall through. Turn Bud Crawford said he wanted to fight Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao when he first got to 47. Never happened. Errol Spence said he wanted to fight for the WBA and the WBC. It happened. You know what I mean? So when you look at the pattern, I think it's common sense. You got one guy who has never stated that he didn't want this fight. You got one guy in Errol Spence who never stated that this fight wasn't going to happen. You got a guy in Terrence Crawford who said on multiple occasions that this fight is not going to happen. This fight is never going to happen. I'm past this fight. You know what I mean? On multiple different occasions. And people are still and people are still like it's people out here that'll still tell you that Errol Spence is the reason this fight didn't happen. Errol Spence ducked, you know what I mean, or Terrence Crawford. At this point, I don't even care who you feel like ducked who, right? I don't care at this point. I don't care who you feel like ducked who. I just want this fight to be over with. I want everybody to be past this shit. I want us to get past this so we can move on. You know what I mean? With the conversation, we can move on with the boxing. He said, yeah, all the people that widely consider Bud pound for pound is only Bud fans. Nobody give a fuck about that. We want to see the best fight the best. We know EJ move on the same type of time, wanting the best. He said, and PBC and Showtime obviously is not having an issue putting big fights together. Look how fast Cool Boy and the Newey got made. Facts, Brody. Facts. But they'll tell you that it's the PBC, right? They'll tell you it's the PBC. They'll tell you it's the PBC, but you can't use that no more. You can't use that no more because of the New Way fight. Like you just said. You can't use that excuse. Because the New Way fight. You can't use that excuse, right? Because of the Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis fight. Out of these excuses, right, that people been using. My bad. all the excuses, all the excuses that the people been using, they starting to my bad. All the excuses that people are using, they starting to expire, right? They starting to run out. They starting to run out of excuses. Now at this point, all they can say is, oh, he'll fight him next. He'll fight him next. He'll fight him next. You know what I mean? After a while, we gonna stop believing that shit. He'll fight him next. I already done stop believing that he gonna fight him next. You know what I mean? Type shit. But I ain't gonna keep all in this thing too long because I gotta make my bets. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta make my bets. I gotta run to the store. Gotta get straight. I'm gonna do the live bets today. I'm gonna do the Southern T daily winners today. At some point, I got a fight breakdown. Tony Harrison and Tim Zoo, which is probably what I'm gonna do next. Right. But I greatly appreciate everybody sliding through, man. I greatly appreciate everybody sliding through this thing. Skin the Hardaway Southern T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future, but just the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out, love. Appreciate all 20 of y'all folks in the building. Y'all smash that like button. Tell a friend. Tell a friend.